Okay, welcome back to the Math Mastery YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Pythagoras theorem. So first of all, I guess, what is the Pythagoras theorem? So the Pythagoras theorem is a formula that relates all the sides of a right angle triangle together, right? So if we look here, right angle triangle, right? And we've labeled these sides, right? So we have A, B, C, right? So C in this case is the hypotenuse and A and B are the other sides, right? So the hypotenuse is this diagonal side and it's the longest side in a triangle, right? So the Pythagoras theorem is as follows. It says that C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. So we're saying that the hypotenuse is equal to the square root of the other sides squared together and added together, right? So that is the Pythagoras theorem, right? So it allows us to find the longest side of a triangle, right? So if we do an example here, so let's say that I have, okay, so I don't know what happened there. So let's say I have a right angle triangle here. So I have the sides 5 and 12, and I want to find this hypotenuse. So let's just call that x for now, right? If I want to find this, I can use our theorem, right? So to find this x, this hypotenuse, I can substitute in the a and b side, so these two sides. So we sub in 5 and we sub in 12, right? So 5 squared is 25, 12 squared is 144. Add this together, we get the square root of 169, which is 13, right? So this hypotenuse is 13, right? It's 13 units, right? That's the length of this side, right? Alternatively, some common questions that also come up is finding one of these sides, right? So let's say that we're given the hypotenuse, so we know this is 10 and we know this one is 8. And instead we want to find out this side here. We can rearrange the Pythagoras theorem, right? So originally we had C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. But we can rearrange this for A or B, right? So rearranging for B, so first we square both sides, so that gets rid of the square root, right? So here we have the square root, so squaring both sides, that gets rid of the square root. So we get C squared equals A squared plus B squared, and then we minus the A squared from both sides, so we get B squared is equal to C squared minus A squared, and then we take the square root. So we have B is equal to C squared minus A squared, and then we can sub in our values, right? So A here is this 8, 10 is the C, right? The long side. So subbing that in, we get b equals the square root of 10 squared minus 8 squared. So that's square root of 100 minus 64, which is square root of 36, which is 6, right? So this side here, this shorter side is 6, right? So that is the Pythagoras theorem, right? It's a theorem that allows us to calculate the missing sides from a triangle, right? Whether that's the hypotenuse or one of the other sides, right? And yeah, this only works for right angle triangles, right? So we have to make sure that there's a right angle, right here in order for this to work. And yeah, that's basically, I guess, all the stuff to do with the Pythagoras theorem, right? So either you'll get asked to find the hypotenuse or you'll get asked to find one of these sides, right? So if it's the hypotenuse, you just use the original formula. If it's the shorter sides, one of these sides, we would use this formula, right? So yeah, that was how to do the Pythagoras theorem. And yeah, that's all for today's video. So I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and see you.